the minutes from the committee of the whole November 12th.
You want me to call roll?
I'll
Oh,
move.
do we want to repeat the roll? Yeah, better do the roll
Is
call.
everyone here?
We're all set.
Everyone here? Okay.
If you're not, say no.
Approve of the minutes. Fran, were you going to do that?
Yeah, I move to approve the minutes of November.
11, 12?
Actually, was I here? I don't think I was. I don't
I'm
think I can
looking.
do that.
No, you were absent,
I can't do
and
that.
I was absent for half of it, so. You
Somebody
guys
else.
down there gotta.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
For one or two things.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as written. Second.
Glad we got that clarified.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye quickly.
Aye.
All right,
I'm
we're done.
abstaining.
Thank you.
Tom, I'm
Yes.
abstaining.
Fran's going to
Because
abstain.
I wasn't here. I can't.
Okay.
I can't vote aye.
Thank you, Fran. Public comment. Provide up to 2 minutes for anybody in the public to voice their opinions to the committee of the whole. Committee of the whole cannot respond and may conflict with open meeting laws. Seeing none, we'll move on. New business, OnTech Systems contract for information technology services under new business. Wayne, are you going to enlighten us?
Yes, as you remember, we've started a relationship with OnTech 2 years ago as the village moved away from Racine County's IT. The past 2 years have been challenging, to say the least, with OnTech. We have a great deal of old equipment, old network architecture. Basically, OnTech has been a great partner and has redone everything for us, rebuilt our network. Infrastructure. They were critical into the bringing up of the public safety building, of course, which became a huge project. It started off with, we expected roughly 140 to 200 line drops for computer services, and we ended up with over 900 line drops with all the security cameras and everything. So OnTech has been a good partner. They're looking to renew their managed service contract with us. The prices are staying the same as they were 2 years ago, which is, I thought, was
Amazing.
very good. They're able to take advantage of a lot of the items that they put in place, like the remote monitoring and things like that now, to save, so that they didn't have to raise their prices. Time and material rate is still also remaining the same at $150 an hour if we need them to come in for specific projects. And the market for time and material rates, I know with CCB, they were at $175 an hour 2 years ago when I had used them at the health department. So I feel it's a high rate, but we definitely get our money's worth with their service. So we're looking for the board to approve signing another 2-year contract with OnTech.
I'll move to approve the 2-year contract with OnTech as written in the
Second.
meeting notice.
And move to the board?
And move it to the board for consideration.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Wayne? Are you Mr. Springsteen? Would you mind addressing us? I read your report, and I'm a little more lenient than some people. I don't want to interfere with your job, okay? Do you have an explanation or something you'd like to offer to us?
You want me to just give a real brief?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
do that.
okay.
Yeah.
So just our ordinances require that anyone with any alcohol-related conviction within the last 5 years must appear before, now the committee of the whole. It used to be licensing and whatever board. But he does already have an approved license from the city of Kenosha. So I'm sure you probably already had to go through this process with them as well. They didn't?
No.
Okay. But it looks like everything else, he did report it on his application. So everything, all the criteria has been met otherwise for him to receive this license.
Do you have anything to add, sir?
No, I'm basically seeking it so that I can legally attend bar if needed be at the Racine Moose Lodge that I'm a member at.
At the Moose Lodge?
Yes, for the last 9 years. And I served as the lodge's president for the last 3 years, and currently a past president, and also very involved with the state level of the Moose
All right.
Association. So
So I'll make a motion to approve his liquor license. Does anybody?
But I just have a question. How many DUIs have you had?
I've only had 2.
But only one within the last 5 years.
One within the last reporting period.
Okay.
Last one was
I'm
in,
not
in March of
inclined-
20,
I'm-
of 2022.
I don't like to put people out of jobs either, so just wanted to check. that
Elaine.
there weren't no
Elaine, did you have a
others.
comment?
And just so the board knows that while he is planning to bartend at the Moose Lodge, a bartender's license allows him to
Right.
bartend anywhere within the village.
Right.
I'm going to abstain.
Getting pretty thin.
I know.
Mr. Lee, do you have a comment?
Well, do I have?
I'm debating it.
All right, I made a motion to
Well,
approve
let
it.
me-
So,
Can I
Yeah,
ask a question?
I'll second it.
All right.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I'm concerned about the pattern, but
I'm a member of the Moose Lodge and I know him. Do I have to, is it recommended that I abstain from voting?
Well, how many other people on the board are members? We, at one point, everybody on the board was a member except
That's
me.
thanks to Kevin, yeah. But
Yeah.
I really was the only
Or is
one.
it something that,
I'm not.
I'd- Just because you're a member of the same organization, which is a large organization, doesn't necessarily equate to a
Wanted to-
conflict of interest. It is really up to you to determine whether or not you feel you can independently judge the application that's in front of you in an impartial way.
And I don't think anyone on this board is an officer of that organization,
No.
are they?
Which organization?
The
Moose.
Moose.
The Moose? I am not part of it.
I'm not part of
well,
it.
then I will feel comfortable voting. I just want to.
all right. So we have a motion to approve. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I-
Opposed?
Be good and be careful.
What's that?
I said, be good and be careful.
I will.
Thank you for coming in tonight. She's got it right here. And thanks for being here. Okay, anybody have any suggestions for the next meeting of the whole agenda?
I do.
Fran?
I talked to Tony about this briefly. You know, we have our sewer and our drainage requirements and so on are based on 100-year plans, but those are outdated data. Climate change is increasing the frequency of large rainfalls. And so our ordinances, I think, are based on that, correct? It seems to me we ought to at least look at that and see whether we need to make amendments to that.
Isn't that,
Probably 10 years ago, easily, the Johnson Foundation had a day-long talk about climate change, not about the politics of it and however you think it's happening, but about the reality of it. And one of their main topics was we need to size our infrastructure to recognize that. And so I think that's something we at least ought to look at.
Sure. Just to give my 2 cents off the cuff, I don't think our release rates of what we do 100 to 10, 10 to 2, or 10 or 100 to 2, I don't think I would change any of those at all. The 100 to 2 is actually very, very restrictive already. So I don't see that as being something that we would necessarily want to change. 100 to 10, 10 to 2, that's pretty standard across most of the industry. The thing that we may want to look at would be the rainfall intensities. That is something that we would look at each of the storms, the 2, the 10, and the 100, and see what, if there should be an increase made. Right now, we are using 2.67, 3.77, and 5.92 as our rainfall events for the 2, the 10, and the 100. We could look and see if NOAA requires them to be either raised due to climate change, or if there's some kind of study that would back increasing those rainfall events.
Yeah, and you're the expert, Tony. I'm certainly not in a position to say anything about any numbers.
I can
because-
take a look at
but
the.
I think
I
we
can
ought to
take a
look
look
at
at what the rainfall intensity rates would be for current, and see what the dates that we're
Accurate.
using are for, because I do believe that the numbers that I rattled off,
Yeah,
I do believe those are about a decade old, because we've been using those for a while already. So it probably wouldn't hurt to look and see what's out there.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you look at what happened in North Carolina, that was unprecedented, and that may well hit us here as well.
Can you please clarify for me what I should put as the agenda
don't-
item that you would like at the next meeting?
I don't think there is.
Review-
Yes, discussion of.
Review of rainfall
Tony probably
intensities.
is better at
Review,
describing it
I'm
than me.
sorry.
Review and discussion of rainfall intensities.
Okay.
Thanks, Tony.
Anybody else? Anybody? Fran, did you have anything else you wanted to? Lee?
Well, we ought to
Mike?
at least be thinking about the discussion of the 40, of changing or not changing the ordinance on 40% open space in the sewer and water area.
I think,
Because we keep issuing waivers of it, and we never get to the crux of the issue. And I think that would require a public hearing, and the public may have views on that. I think it's fair enough to bring it up.
we certainly can. I believe Todd is, you are working on that ordinance now, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I can work on it to get something in front of you guys at the January meeting, because we won't have one on the 30th. So January 14th.
No, it doesn't have to be immediate. Well, I'm not sure it makes sense for our administrator to be revising it until we know what the wishes of the board are in that respect. And I think, doesn't it require a public hearing because it would be a change in an ordinance? Seems to me we ought to have the
Yeah.
public hearing so
Yeah,
we have
but-
some input before we propose changes.
Yeah, that comes before adoption. You'd want the public to have something in front of them to make a decision on
Yeah.
whether they agree with or disagree with,
All
or
right,
give suggestions. And then
all right.
following public hearing, you could then direct staff to modify to whatever it is that, the village board is looking at.
Okay, fair enough.
Anybody else?
We don't have one for the end of the month. There's no committee of the whole meeting.
Okay, continuing business, there is none, and we will move now into a closed session. Committee of the whole will take up a motion to go into closed session pursuant to -19.85 IG Wisconsin statutes, conferring with legal counsel of the governing body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to adopt the body with respect to litigation to which it is likely to become involved in, specifically discuss a claim by Antoine Jackson. Can I have a motion, please, and we'll do roll call.
Make a motion to go into closed.
Second.
Roll call, please.
President Weatherspoon,
Yes.
Trustee Lambert,
Yes.
Trustee Martin,
Yes.
Trustee McManus,
Yes.
Trustee Wishaw.
Yes.
We are in closed, or almost.
Frames that were expensive or the lenses that are expensive? Both? Ah,
Yeah.
makes sense.
So we agreed to pay for them, but it has to go to the village board meeting, which is in,
The 30th.
December
another
30th.
20 days.
so is there a way that, can you last another half a month without them, or what would you?
Well, do you have any other pairs of glasses right now? And what do you use your Do you mind? Well, you don't have to answer.
Pay
but
for
I'm just-
reading?
Is it just for reading or driving or?
All right.
Well, then I'll make. So to discuss for a purchase order or figure out how to facilitate the ordering at least of the glasses for payment. What we're
trying to
doing,
figure out
sir,
a way to.
is we're
to
trying to
get
figure out a
you
way
the
to get you your glasses without
Without
Well,
waiting.
having
without the
to wait.
bureaucracy of government taking a month to get the check cut to you. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for approval.
Antoine, have you met Wayne, our treasurer?
Yeah.
So he can issue a purchase order for them on your behalf.
Oh,
Okay,
right. That
We're trying
adds
to get
it.
them so you can order them. That's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to
trying to get
Speed
you the
this
money
up
to do that.
and
Right.
make it better to get you your glasses, is what we're trying to do.
So trade contact information with Wayne, and then you guys work it out, okay? And we're sorry about the loss of your glasses, but All right, Antoine. All right, thank you for being here tonight, too.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment of the glasses. And move to the
And-
purchase order for the glasses and move it to the village board for final approval.
Can I have a second
Oh,
on that?
second.
Somebody second.
I
Fran?
did.
Fran.
All in favor, say aye
Aye.
quickly.
Aye.
Aye quickly.
Quickly.
No pun intended. I quickly.
Okay,
eyeglasses.
thank you, everybody. We stand adjourned